So modifying cars is not always as easy as it seems, and the journey of modifying a car can take a lot longer than one would expect. And that has been the story with my 180SX. Now, while everybody has been saying the car is terrible, throw it in the bin, and it's the worst car ever, and you should just throw it off a cliff, I actually think it looks pretty freaking awesome. It has been many late nights and many weekends to get Tay Tay to where it is today. From terrible body kits to rusty fuel tanks, I thought this is the perfect opportunity to take you back to the beginning many years ago, where we bought this car, where it was found underneath a tree completely rusted out for $400, and then follow it through all the way to where it is today. So this is the story of Tay Tay.
The year is 2012 and we found this battered and broken 180SX, which we decided to fix with our mates over the summer holidays. After finishing this budget 180SX drift car, we had to sell it to move on to other projects. But 4 years later, and after numerous owners and abuse, it came up for sale. So I decided I had to buy it back.
I will take you.
Alright, so I've just laid on a base coat and you can start to get an understanding of what it's going to look like now that it's all one colour. Look at this. I mean, it's actually going to look really good. And all the people on the internet that said, get rid of the car, throw it in the bin, it's a pile of shit. I mean, they're right, but I'm not. I'm going to keep it. It's going to be awesome. This is your mum calling.
It's taken a long time and been a lot of effort, but this car is now the best it's been for years. From humble beginnings found broken and abandoned on the street, Taylor Drift has come a long way.
Hear my voice on your phone. Try to breathe.
So there it is, everybody. That is Tay Tay. She has come a long way in a number of years. It was 2012 when we first found this car. And we hooked up with Andrew Hawkins in a car park because we didn't have anywhere to film.
Yeah, that's right.
And we did the first version of this car, and now look at her, man.
Taylor Drift. She looks pretty awesome, man. This paint job is unreal.
This is great. So a massive thank you to George and to Nick from George's Smash Repairs. So this is a custom colour, which is the darkest like gunmetal grade that you can go with a bit of fleck mixed in. We decided to go for this satin finish as opposed to a gloss finish because we didn't want it to show up too much stuff. There was too much work to do in the front bar and rear bar, so we actually did all new. So this is an Origin body kit that was sorted out for us by Christian at Corporal Industries, and it looks awesome. So we've got new fenders, side skirts, front bar, rear bar. Amazing.
The wheels might look a little bit familiar if you've been following the double unicorn Stagia build. These were supplied by our good mate Mechanical Stig. They're mad AMEs made by Enki. They're 10-inch wide, 18 by 10 plus 15, which look unreal.
They're awesome. So there's a couple of people to thank as well. Of course, thank you to the crew at Haltech Floorways helping out with the car. Thanks to Dale and the boys out at Castle Hill Exhaust. Thank you to Adam Gotch from AGI. And of course, also thank you to Matt, who was kind of my drift Miyagi, who gave me some much needed pointers. And then Marty, there's the legends like Andrew Hawkins, who've been there since the beginning helping out with this. Every time we had to change a diff, 5 diffs, plus Mechanical Stig, who has well and truly put his Nissan issues aside now that he has his double unicorn.
Yeah.
And he was always here to help out as well, which I really appreciated. So thank you so much.
How does it compare to like, I mean, you're a 180 owner from way back. How's it like compared to your original 180 feelings?
Well, it's a good question. I think the difference is when you own a car for a little while, you start to get a feeling of like trust.
Yeah.
I don't trust this yet. This still feels like a dodgy affair. Like you don't know how long it's going to go. It's like you do a 180 on the track and then the engine just stops and then the check engine light comes on and the oil light comes on. You just go, that's it, it's all over.
Yeah.
And then 30 seconds later, Tay Tay just fires back into life and she's drifting through the woods again.
She's ready for more.
It's just amazing. What do you think, Martin? Like, would you own it? That's the question.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I mean, I didn't have when you first came up with this idea that you had to get your old 180 back, and I saw it, I was like, oh no.
I think everybody had that though, didn't
Just bright green. Nah, it was all nose. But like slowly but surely, man, this has come good. Like it actually looks like a proper mad car. Like it's very clearly a race car. I mean, race car paint job, all that kind of stuff. But it looks good. It sounds mad. It skids. Even though the diff makes some funny noises, but
it does.
Who knows?
Diff number 5. It sounds like a perfume, doesn't it? Diff number 5.
We could bottle it and sell it.
So Martin, it was never really meant to be a competition, but it kind of always was. So we've kind of finished the year of Mighty Car Mods with a Too Sexy and with a Tay Tay. I mean, do we just leave it to the people to decide who won this round?
I think I already know who won.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I think you already know who won as well.
Well, look, let's leave it there. Let's leave the cliffhanger.
Right.
But Martin, there is one more very important person to thank because without this person's constant support and help, this car would not actually exist. He's an absolute legend. You may have seen him in some of our videos. His name is Martin.
Oh, it's me.
Thanks, man. No, you're a legend. It's like Marty was there to counsel me when I was like throwing diffs against the wall, which is actually a hard thing to do because they're really heavy when they're not in a car. But man, you were awesome. You're like supporting me through it, helping me with stuff, making sure that like Too Sexy was running, but then always lending a spare set of greasy hands on the 180 as well. I really appreciate it, man.
No worries,
so
man.
thank you.
Totally worth it. It's so cool, and it's so cool to see it skidding and in action and shredding tyres. Like I was going to have a skid the other day, and then the tyres were too shredded.
They
I'm like,
delaminated.
well, that's good.
All over.
It's doing its job.
So that's it, Martin. So that is a Nissan wins again.
Nissan, dude.
So
Wait, no.
wait on. What?
It's fairly clear that this thing is cooler than a front-wheel drive Lancer with a 1.5 litre. Okay, that's clear. But I will, as I always have, defeat all Nissans.
Really?
I will defeat all Nissans. I love this car, but I will be defeated.
What are you going to defeat it with, Martin?
Dude, don't worry. Just know that it'll be defeated.